All right, good morning here, all of y'all. I'm about to begin with my workshop. I hope you have got whatever has been told to you to keep with you. You need to have a notepad with you, you need to have a pen, keep your water bottle, and you need to have your last. Just a moment. Yes. Hello. I hope you all can hear me. So keep your report card as well with you. That will help you understanding where you stand as of now. Uh, Let me begin with sorry. With making us understand what are we going to learn and how is it going to help us in our future. So this is a series of workshop that we are going to start. I have started from today, and we are going to continue this for the entire this particular year. That's 2024. Today we are going to learn why are we studying. There has been a lot of questions being asked by a lot of children as why am I studying a particular topic? Why am I studying a particular subject? Or why am I studying? Number of students are more interested in enjoying the life rather than studying. So there is kind of understanding that you need to have is why your parents have spent so much of money behind you, so much of hard work to ensure that you educate yourself, you get knowledge, you start studying about something. Sorry, so that's the first workshop that I'm starting with. Of course, next week we are coming up with the a workshop on understanding foundation course required for anybody who's planning to join JE mains or NEET. Uh, then, of course, once you understand why are you studying, you will be also learning what to study, the subjects. A lot of children have come across a lot of questions about what should I study, and even if a subject is understood, then you need to understand how are you going to study beginning with that subject. So that is going to be our next workshop as well. Thereafter you will be learning how do I go about studying. A lot of children again don't understand the which part of the day I should study. How do I do my study management? Where should be my notes available, or how should I keep my notes so that study becomes easy? So there are different types of styles of learning that you have: kinesthetic learner, you have auditory learner, visual learner. So you will understand where do you actually fall and how you ensure that you have an effective study or effective learning. And of course, along with that, the most dangerous question to answer is how do we handle social media like WhatsApp or YouTube or even the other Instagram and all, where we are not able to keep a control. So one of the study that I have done uh, with social media management is on an average about 4.5 hours are being used by most of the children per day, which works out to be almost 2 months in a year. If you actually take 4.5 hours a day and you calculate per day, per week, per month, and per year, then it works out to be 2 months of your actual, time that you are not doing anything, not even you are going for any kind of sleep or maybe having food or something. You are just on your social media and you are wasting a lot of time. All right, you can use your social media as well, but not for only going through the reels or WhatsApp messages. So that lot of time is wasted, and then later on when it comes to the exam, we start crying about the short of time. Of course, thereafter we are going to have a thorough workshop on careers in science, commerce, and then of course at the end towards the exam, a lot of children have to have. I have not mentioned here, but I will also add over here as a time management and a stress management as well. Now, the questions related to all this is going to be answered later on. You will not be able to unmute yourself. So you will have to hold on, keep your notepad and pen ready. Towards the end of the workshop, I'm going to unmute, allow you. You need to raise your hand. I'm going to allow you to open your channel and then you can put up your question. So until then, you have a question anywhere, write down in your notepad and stay ready. I will not leave until all the questions are answered. But at the same time, I would expect you all to focus here and learn, as this is very important for all of us to understand the basics of why am I studying. Okay, then you will come across as what, how, and then careers that we talk about. I'm sure all parents also present over here, they are looking forward to have their children to have a kind of a great career, great future. And even children also, a lot of children that I have had a word with, they also have that great kind of a career that they are thinking of. So great things does not come just like that. It is not by chance, it is by choice, and of course we all have to work hard towards it. So we are going to begin with understanding from here. Okay, so I'm going to start with first uh, a small game over here. Okay, so I want everyone to focus here on the screen. Very simple thing. I'm going to start with the chess. I'm sure we all know how to play chess. Okay, so I'm just you know okay. So now I want you all to focus on what I'm doing, and then I'll put a question to some of the students probably. Okay, so I here as what I play, and then the computer played, and then again I played, and the computer played, and then I play. Okay, I want you all to focus on this, looking at this. Right now you can see that I have made a kind of a blunder over here in playing. Right now what I can do is I can come here, I can go back. Okay, and I can again continue playing from here to play safe. The moment I realize, oh, I'm making a mistake, okay, I can again go back and undo. Now, let's get back to business. Your life is not video game. You can't undo things. Is it? You can't undo things. You cannot go back and say, okay, I made my mistake 2 years down the line. So suppose you've got your test report right now and you realize that, oh God, I made a mistake in these questions or these topics. I can undo my life and again start studying and again do things. Not possible. All right. It's not possible. So life may, if you really want success, you need to have so much of extra effort being put up. You can see this particular picture and you can see what you see in life, the success that you have. More than that, the effort that is needed is given there. The picture really speaks a lot about what we have seen just now. Okay, so now let's understand the reason that we are studying. So I want all of you to understand this particular pyramid. This is your life pyramid, and you want to reach on top. You are right now at the bottom. You all can see you are at the bottom right now. You all are in school. You are here. It's been mentioned over here. So let me just start with my annotation as well so that we are able to understand. So we all are here. You can see that. Is it? I'm sure most of you I have already questioned in the class also some of the children in 10th standard that you are about 15 years of age. So life 15 years has gone from 1 to 15 is here. Definitely in next 2 years by the time you finish your 12th standard, this is your 12th standard, your age will be about 70. Okay, and later on another 20 to 21, another four years of degree, the basic degree. Okay, once you get a basic degree, probably most of the students that I have spoken to is looking forward to become something good in their life, kind of picking up a profession like CA, CS, MBA, lawyers, doctors, engineers, something like that. These are the common thing I'm talking about. All right, that will take another some maybe 4 or 5 years. So logically speaking, okay, if you look at from here, your 24, 25 years, around 24 to 25 years of your life, you're building up to go up the ladder in your pyramid. You are supposed to be here, or probably you are supposed to be here on top. To be here, this is where you are. Now you already spent, you are on 15th year, another 8, 9 to 10 years probably is going, nobody is going to come there. No school teachers will be there with you. All right. With all due respect, college professors are not going to go about calling you and telling you, my child, my beta, you need to do this, you need to do that. There you are on your own. So this is where your beginning will start, beginning will take place. And the next maybe 8 to 10 years is going to decide where you are going to be over here. Are you going to be practicing? Are you going to be probably here only your career ends and you start from here, or you want to go further ahead where? So this is a very important pyramid of your life. You are at the bottom and you have all the time to do things right. You once you reach somewhere here or somewhere here, you can't go back over here like I showed you in the video. You can't undo and say, okay, I'll go back and I'll again start my schooling. Not that you can't do, but obviously then that many years you'll have to redo again. All right, you are not Shah Rukh Khan in a movie called Mehuna that I will go and join a university college and just to show you. Not possible. Your life is not irreversible. So you need to understand that why you are studying. You are studying to ensure that you want to be on the top of your career, and this could be top of the world as well. So you want to reach here, you will have no choice but to ensure that every step that you take from here to here to here to here to here, you are going to be very careful. You're going to be very, uh, probably you're working hard. You're going to focus on your goal. You're going to ensure that every step that you have taken is carefully taken because you cannot undo in your life. Life is not Windows or your computer where undo like video game that we have seen you can do. So that's your important reason for you that you should be studying. Right now, there are a lot of speculations about being studying. Being studying and educating are two different things again. So I'm not going to question people right now because it will again lead to a lot of questions and their answers and everything. So we're going to talk about, yes, if I'm going to have create my knowledge and skill. So education is all about acquiring some kind of a knowledge. Okay, so let's move on further. So, of course, moving on further, I'm sure next, probably in fact, not 10 to 15, but maybe from now, in 8 to 10 years, you can say of your life, you want to see yourself somewhere in career. I want to be here, I want to be there. Obviously, for that, you need to first thing is gain your knowledge. Now, a very small thing that I've written here is what is the knowledge means. So we talk about, it's like the real meaning is knowing something. We know something. Yeah, I know something. All right. So current generation children, he says, I have a good knowledge about my smartphone. I know how to work upon it. I know how to, delete, edit, modify, use, add something. I can make use of it to the best of ability. Probably the little older generation are not as smart as the current generation children in understanding probably the smartphones. But then smartphone is not your life. Okay, that's just a device and it keeps updating. If you not understand that, your device keeps updating. So as you also have to update your knowledge, whatever little knowledge that you have got from your school, you have to keep updating. You cannot say that, yeah, this is it. I know. Now I know how to use a smartphone and smartphone will do all my work. Even smartphone is updating that to the extent that we have come across now AI, and probably at some stage you will see that almost 30 to 40% of people's work will be taken over by AI and human will be not needed to do that common jobs. All right. So yes, it's an entire enlightenment of your soul and mind. So once you are knowledgeable, you get enlightened, you understand things around you. Of course, it's very, Albert Einstein said that the measure of your intelligence is the ability to change. Change will come only from your knowledge, the knowledge that you gain. The more and more you learn, you put your knowledge, your mind and you yourself will also nurture yourself and you will become probably more matured person. Some of the time many children have been told also by many people, this guy is not matured or this girl or this boy is not matured. Then that maturity is not just having just a knowledge, but put your knowledge into some use and probably ensuring that you are going to be useful to somewhere to the humankind. It's like thinking maybe more clearly, more precisely, evolving as a good human being or a person, use of correct time, use of probably, you change yourself according to time. Remember this, change is a constant phenomenon. Change is permanent phenomenon. It will keep, world is going to keep changing. You cannot expect things are going to be as what you are in school forever in your life. That's not possible. And of course, if you are going to be respected in your future, you're going to be respected with your knowledge, not with your fame, money, anything. Fame and money can come and go. Knowledge once come will never go. So you have to ensure what is more permanent to you should be kept with you. That is one of the very important. Now, to gain the knowledge, you need to have, sorry, you need to educate yourself. Problem is that most of us do study. We don't educate. Study is just for the exam. Tomorrow is a paper. I open my book. I start reading. I do blah, 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 blah. All kind of by hearting, all kind of redoing things. And here paper comes, I vomit it out. I immediately write and I say, yeah, I am very good. But that's not your education. That's just study. You just studied yourself. All right. Ensured yourself that yes, you are passing an exam. Passing an exam is not study. One moment. Uh, no, it's okay if I have to allow everybody to start renaming again. There'll be a problem. We don't know. Uh, okay, I will allow. One moment. Let me just. So I'm really sorry. In between, there are still latecomers there, and there are people who wants to rename as well. Okay, fine. Let's continue here. So logically, education is not just studying. Studying is just to pass that exam. In fact, many of us probably during my time also school time, I also must have done that. If I ask you again, make you sit in a fifth standard exam, okay, and give you some question related to history, geography, or something, probably you will not be able to answer them because you only studied for giving that exam. Thereafter, you forgot. But education is lifelong. Once you learn something, you should remain, it should remain with you forever. Whenever, wherever is required, it should be used. So a very good line that I have captured from one of my research is real education is a journey from converting the human being into being human. Okay, we are not machines, we are not smartphones, we have emotions, we have thoughts, we have ideas, we've got lots of things to do. This phone, which is here lying in one place, will remain lying throughout, all right, until and unless somebody will touch it, open it, start it, and do some work. Human being is not like that. We have emotions, we have moods, we have got a lot of ideas, we've got a lot of thoughts, we are growing. All right, as and when we grow, there's a lot of changes in us. There are a lot of hormonal changes, there are a lot of thought changes. Obviously, if you recollect your probably maybe you can have your younger sibling who the color choices that they have, the toys and everything, the choices that they have changed over a period of time. You are not playing with the same teddy bear now, which you probably must have been playing in at the age of 1 and 2. So things are changing. You have to change. You have to convert yourself into probably human being. Okay, so unless, yeah, of course, you are going to educate yourself, you cannot convert that. And this education you will get, all right, the first step to your education is going to school. This is where you are. You are at the bottom of the pyramid. And you are at the bottom of your pyramid. You're going to go ahead. The next stage is going to be probably the higher secondary school, then the college, then your university. That's your education. That's called formal education. Formal education is you go to a school, you sit in a classroom situation. Teacher will come, teacher will teach you so many things. This is one of the things that you will learn in your, all right, education system. But at some stage, your life will also teach you a lot of lessons which are not given in the textbooks, which are not given. Probably all teachers cannot give you all experiences of life, not possible. So you will learn also from various life situations. One of the very like greatest learning lesson that I have learned, probably, and many of you may have learned, parents have learned, is during the pandemic. We've never, no education has taught us that there will be a system where, you can't go out, you can't do this, you can't do that, you cannot touch here, you cannot go there. All right. And people were scared. We all learned that how to survive. We survived there. Now, next education will system will add this because we have now seen that situation. So we don't know what is a new situation coming up. So education will definitely help you understanding many things that you are learning in a common. But uncommon thing, real life situation, you will have to come across. So education has to be lifelong. It should empower yourself, self-empowerment, that how much I have a knowledge. Don't be happy about my friend has come first, so I am happy. Great, nothing wrong with that. You should always appreciate the people who are doing well. But you should also empower yourself. If you're not going to empower yourself, you'll never be able to go ahead and becoming somebody great. And that's what we learn. We all are running towards getting peace, happiness, wisdom. All right, all these things will come at somewhere down the line when you educate yourself. So you educate yourself. Right now you are in a formal situation, then slowly steadily you will go into an informal situation. Everybody will learn. Even your parents are still learning at this stage. I am learning at this stage. I've learned a lot even from student also. So you cannot say that, yeah, I know everything in my life. Not possible. Nobody knows everything in life. Life will teach you always new lessons, and you should be ready for that. You need to have knowledge, and to gain a knowledge, you need to educate yourself. Okay, then let's move on further. Some of the things that you know when you are doing, when you're educating yourself, probably you are acquiring some knowledge, some skill. You may have a critical thinking. You always ask about why this is happening, why this is not happening, what should be happen, what if this would have happened. So you keep thinking about you somewhere down the line. You have your personal growth coming up there. You prepare yourself for future. This is what also part of your preparing for future. Okay, and of course you also have your own social, cultural, religious awareness, value systems, etc., that you will come across. So education will definitely make you, all right, the to play a crucial role in your life in shaping our individual, the society, the world. We all are looking forward towards that. Okay, so it's very important that you all need to understand that you are not studying, you are a part of education system, you are at the base of the pyramid, and you go up, you have to ensure that learning takes place. Okay, learning takes place. Learning should be lifelong. It is supposed to be used not just now, but also in future. Okay, now let's move ahead. The reason. All right, these are the few things. Now we are going to talk about the important reason that you are all here for. The first one, I'm sure you all have gone through this. If you have not gone through it, here is a picture. The merit, first list merit. This is the first list, merit list, FIJC first list. We all are in Mumbai. All right. So if anybody from outside the Mumbai watching me on YouTube, you have to see your local newspaper probably. What college, what system that we talk about. Now, very important thing that you need to understand. I've been telling children all the time, especially the children from ICC, look at this figure. Look at this figure. This is the number of students both by seat allotment. But actual number of students are here. Available seat, allotted seat, the eligibility of student. How many students are eligible? Out of which ICSE are not even 20,000 students. You have a stiff competition with lots of children. I'm not discriminating against any board. I'm trying to tell you the number, the picture. The number competition, you are not even 10% of the total population of students of 9 and 10 in Mumbai. So when you will get your 10th standard board result, even if all the students of ICSE gets 90 and above percent, we pass with the flying colors, and even if a 10% of the children, sorry, by mistake, yeah, even if 10% of these children will get 90 and above, they will supersede your total population. So you are in a stiff competition. I'm talking about the competition level. All right. In competition, the best one is always the winner. And you want to be a part of best, you have no choice but to ensure that you're not just studying, but you're also learning and gaining more and more knowledge. You can see in the first list, 1.17 lakh students from state government board has got admission as compared to ICSE 7,098 only. This is not my number. This is the Times of India's number. First list. Look at the college, which I will again show you, but this is the more, probably it will be more, your, what do you call, the authentic figure that you can see because a newspaper cutting. Okay, you all can go back to the newspaper and you will see in the month of July only, all the lists have come. So then you can see that the cutoff of some of the biggest colleges, I cannot afford to have all colleges, but according to this, if you see one of the few of the biggest colleges for commerce, NM, HR, Poddar, Jain, Kelkar, Mulund College, Mithibai, KC, Ruparel. Since most of the students are with me from South Mumbai, you know most of these colleges are close by you. Look at their cutoffs. Look at their percentages. See the amount of percentage required to be in this college. When I say cutoff is logically the last student probably will get that college. All the students must have been above them. Okay, so if I say that, yeah, HR college is 93 cutoff, it means most of the students there has already got admission who's they are above 93. This must be the last guy who has got admission over there in the first list. Okay, so as science colleges, so as, and they've also given you comparison 23 and 22. So if you look at the number, if you're not going to work hard, you're not going to improve yourself, you are nowhere. This is one of the very important reason that you have to study. It is rather unfortunate that with, of course, one of the greatest reason that we have is Indian population is quite high as compared to the infrastructure that we have. We are trying, our government is definitely trying their best to improve on it. All right, but it's very difficult to keep a control over population as our population is increasing and the number of schools, the number of colleges are required to be more. And that's why there is a competition. So if you're not going to gain greater percentage, you will find yourself into the colleges other than this. I'll not put any colleges up big or small, all right, up or down, but all colleges are same. But at the same time, if you want these colleges, you will have to work hard. Okay, now this is the second list that we have, which is probably few days back, which has come. So if you see the first list and a second list, all right, see the numbers that has just fallen off. A lot of children have come across, or sir, 5-6% only difference, I'll get it. It is 1 mark and 2 mark difference. In some best cases, it will be 3 marks different. Again, here, if you see in the second round, 67,386 students got from the state government school. This state government includes all mediums: Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi, Tamil, Telugu, English, all state government school medium. And they were right. They were right over you to get admission. Remember that. They are the state schools. So look at the numbers again, 67,000. Even if I take 10% of it, 6,700 is 3 times nearly, or 2.5 times nearly your population, which has got. Okay. So you have no choice. You will have to work hard. You will have to ensure that you get this, because it's just, if you see in 92.8, 93 point. Now in case first list it was 93, is 92.8 is 0.6%, which is around 2 to 3 marks difference. Here is 92.2, 91.6. Again, a very small difference, 0.8, 3 to 4 mark difference. 89.6, 89.2, 4.4 marks. 0.4 is around 2 marks different maximum. So if you see this commerce colleges, you see there's a hardly difference. And I can give you assurance in 99% cases in the third list also, it will be 1 or 2 mark difference, or it will be no difference. In some of the colleges will get fully well. That's the reason that you need to educate, learn knowledge and study also together. So these are some of the cutoffs that I have got from 2016 till today. This figure you have seen. All right, I've been collecting this by newspaper cuttings. All right, from Times of India, it has been taken over the year. If you look at something like in arts, St. Xavier's College, a lot of children talk about, I want to go to St. Xavier's College. It's a big college. It's a good college. It's this, is that. Look at their marks and look at now you have your report card with you. I told you, look at your percentage, see the difference that you've got. Look at your difference. Are you closer? Are you in the vicinity to reach? What is that? You should be anywhere max to max up to 10% difference. Then you are closer. Otherwise, you'll have to put in extra effort to reach. Something like Ruya College. Look at this. There is all 90s until here. Look at Jai Hind. Now Jai Hind Arts. Arts has got little lesser. Okay, I'm not degrading anything. This arts is a beautiful field. All right, nothing wrong with that. But look at the numbers there. Again, they are back to 90s. This is also nearing 90 only. KC. Look at this. Mitibai. Look at here. So again, you see, this is the arts cutoff, the humanities field. Okay. Here is your science field. Look at the science field. Look at their cutoff. Whichever figures that I could manage, I have got it here. Look at these cutoffs. Most of these colleges will land into 90s. In fact, if you add and find out the average, what is the average percentage required? These are the last students. Again, I'm reminding you, last students who have got admission in that college, all are above them. So you want a smooth sailing through into a particular college, you should get at least 2 to 3 percentage above the last year's percentage. So then you can sail through easily. So as you have got commerce, commerce is more stiffer, more stronger competition as compared to science. There are more students going into commerce field than the science field. So look at this. Most of the colleges have got 90 plus. In fact, you look at the current year, which is year All right, you see here the figure that is coming up. What is the number? Not a single college is below 90. So I'm not saying that you should always look at 90-90. You should also work hard towards the numbers. But along with that, also you need to improve and gain in your knowledge and skill as well. So this is one of the reason that you have, that you are studying in your school, and you are ensuring that you are getting more and more and more numbers that you have. Now, why is this? Why these cutoffs are going off? That because in general, you need to have a balance between the number of schools and number of colleges. Now, we know, we most of us, all right, we are in Mumbai. All of us should know rather than that we run short of place. Mumbai is not having a place available to expand. Unlike other cities like Delhi, Delhi can expand. All right. Most of the cities I've seen, they've expanded, but Mumbai is in the corner of course, one of the edge of India, and there is hardly any space there to advance. Like coming towards the South Mumbai, there's no place now left. So what happens is, whatever schools have increased, but colleges have not increased there. There are very difficult chance. In spite of that, if you look at the current scenario, then the number of schools are much more than the number of colleges. You must have heard about new schools coming up, new IB schools, IGSEC, ICSE schools coming up, but handful of colleges have come new. In fact, my knowledge says that most of the time government has tried their best to increase the numbers in the same college. Today, most of you are studying in a school where you probably have 40 to 50 students in a class. You go to college, you will get 100 to 150 students in a class. They don't have place. They have to know, they don't have place to build new colleges more. So they are increasing the capacity of the college. That's it. So at some stage, the capacity will be also overburdened. Is it? In a on a desk also, if you see you are sitting two children, probably you can make three. If you try your best hard, squeeze in probably fourth guy, then there is no possibility. Similarly, in colleges also, the intake of the college is still same, but the number of students coming, these are the students from Mumbai I'm talking about. There are children who are outside Mumbai, but within Maharashtra. There are children who are outside Maharashtra as well, and there are students who are coming from abroad as well. They also get admissions. Some of them are Indians. They get transferred. Government transfer is there. The parent has to come to Mumbai. The child cannot be told that, oh, you are not a Mumbaiite, you can't get admission. Even they get it. So there is always increase in numbers. That is one of the important reason that you need to ensure that you not only just educate yourself, but also study well to get those numbers that I showed you, percentages that will help you getting into the colleges. Of course, then the second and the very important thing that we have is the system of education in India has got a reservation. So I'm sure some of the history you have learned that when India got independence, a lot of people were uneducated, underprivileged people who were never given education in their life. Now they have to be uplifted. So government has got help for them, and this help comes from the reserved category. They have a reservation of their seats. Now look at the reservations that you have in the colleges. This is the current year reservation system that I'm talking about. You need to pay attention to this particular column. So we have 13% seats reserved for a particular category, 7%, 3%, 2.5, 3.5, and so on. All right. So if you are not falling into any of the above category, you fall into this category. Okay, this is one of the type of reservation. So when you will come across 10th standard student will come across next year, and 9th standard will come next to next year. Why I call 9th standard? Because 9th standard is supposed to be base of your 10th standard. Lot of continuous learning from 9th will go into 10th. If you are going to pick up from now, you will have a lesser problem at a later stage. Okay, if you practice now, probably later on you will have a lesser problem getting those percentage. So if you fall into any of the category, remember, even in this category, though it is reserved, but there is a competition there also. It's not just that, there are only 13 students and they will get. There also, there are lots of children who are educating themselves, and they also want, there is also a percentage fight over there, everywhere in these cases. Okay, so you are here and you will have even bigger fight because you have very less percentage left. So if I take the total of all, then you are actually the smallest of the bunch. Then the second kind of a reservation that you have is another reservation with many of the colleges which has a in-house quota. It means college connected to school. Like I'll give you a simple example. St. Xavier's Fort is connected to St. Xavier's College. So 10% of students from St. Xavier's Fort School can easily get into St. Xavier's College. They will have a different cutoff than yours. And none of you have, to my knowledge, has state government college. I think one or two schools have got ISC connected to it. All right. But other places everywhere, you will be open category. There can be a management quota which management feel like to give somebody of their known person or party, then, and it's a minority. So I'll give you a simpler example. So some of the big college names that we have this side of South Mumbai, HR, Jai Hind, KC, these are all Sindhi minority colleges. So 50% of their seat goes to their minority, all right, their own group, their own caste, religion group. Remaining 50% pay, you will have this, and then what is left is yours in such beach colleges. So like St. Xavier's is, I think, Catholic minority. I mean, they also have within themselves some subdivisions. So St. Andrews, Wilson, St. Xavier's, they fall into the Christian minority where their subdivisions there. I think Burani College is there for Bori Muslims. Anjuman Islam is there for Muslims. Uh, I think Gigi Boy, Peer Boy is there for Parsis. There are many school colleges. So NM and Mitibai is for Gujarati medium quota. So their 50% seats goes to their community people. Only 50% left, which will be counting these, and then remaining goes to you. From remaining 50%, these seats. So I'm sure you understand that you are getting into a stiffer competition day by day. And this is, I'm talking about your 11, 12 standard admission. If it is a degree college, then you are competing the entire India. Right now, I'm just giving you figures of Mumbai. If you actually go to a degree college, when you want to do something at after 12th, it's open to Indian. Up to 12th standard education system is with the state government. After 12th standard, it is central government universities, which is controlled by the University Grant Commission, all right, which is central government. It means a guy from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Assam to Gujarat also can come into Mumbai and take admission. And they will also be counted like you. There is no special quota. All right, so you need to there work hard. So there are colleges for minority of women colleges. Then there is disabled or LD students. There have a quota. All right, there are some project affected, maybe earthquake or some kind of a quota that you have. You have army quota. You have your orphan children quota. You have. All right, so all this thing removed, and then from this 55, again the other reservation category is taken. So I'm sure by this time you've understood that you are going to get into a stiffer competition. And that's why you need to focus and educate why you are studying. That's why you need to educate yourself. Like I'm giving you, this is one of the screenshot from the online admission process of our Maharashtra. All right, they will ask you, of course, all of us belongs to Maharashtra, but they see here is the option given. Application belongs to the ex-serviceman, army quota. All right, application belong transferred from outside. So outside Mumbai, somebody is transferred. Any one's grandparent freedom fighter, sports quota, handicap, the LD quota. All right, the earthquake. So I'm just putting underline over here. All right, there are again here rules regulation applied. Like sports quota, you have to be first or second in national only, otherwise you will not get any quota. State, district not counted. Earthquake affected, all right, this is not applicable to us. All right, any orphan quota can be applicable. You also have a quota, all right, for bifocal, which is not for us, it is for the state government. They also have a state government quota. Okay, bifocal we have, which it in standard I will tell you in the workshop. All right, then of course, if you say you belong to minority community, they have a quota, in-house quota. So these are the options are already there for our admission. So if you really want to get into a college of your choice, I'll not say big college, small college, all colleges are same. It is in your mind. This is good, this is not good. In spite of that, if you're looking to go to a college of your choice, then you have to see the cutoff, you have to work accordingly. You cannot crib and cry. You cannot say now I'll not study if I don't get this college. To the extent that I've come across a student who happened to take admission in commerce. Commerce cutoff were too high. So student called me and said, why it cannot go leave this college. A particular college name was given to me that without this college, I'll not study. So since I'm not getting in commerce, I'll go into science. Then understood that in the second list also, science did not get this. All right. So the student said, now I will change the stream to arts. That's a very dangerous sign. Guys, students, here, my children, you cannot compromise your career because you want to go to a particular college. You have to focus on your career. You are not focusing on your studies, but you are focusing on something, all right, that you are going to, go for just 2 years. So focus from now so that at least you will get your choice well. Now, we have been talking about just yesterday only. I was there in the class and I happened to see some of the students looking at Ambani's wedding. I'm sure it's a happening place. Nothing wrong with that. Now that's a different issue. But if you look at Ambani's, I can show you here their educational qualifications. You see the universities that they have got. The entire Ambani family, all right, look at their educational qualification. They all have also got admissions from foreign universities as well. They are rich, not just like that. It's not by chance. They have worked hard. They are still working. Still, I believe the information that I have collected is any Ambani person is working 14 to 16 hours, which is not, a lesser time. Indian standard time is 8 hours for somebody. They are working there. Look at Kumar Mangalam Birla or Aditya Birla. They've also got their educational qualification. Look at Narayan Murthy, CEO of your Infosys once upon a time. Now, of course, he's retired. But look at he is IITian. He's worked. He's not just become CEO overnight. Somewhere middle of the night, he got up and say, okay, I'm doing a business and I'm going to become number one. Just like that. It's not easy. So what I'm trying to say is the greater your education will help you to yield more income. Though money cannot buy everything. Money can't buy happiness. Money can't buy peace. Money can't buy, everything that you want, psychological satisfaction and everything. But yes, money is required to get many of the things out of them. Of course, if you have a greater amount of money, you will have at a peace that yes, in case of emergency like pandemic or something, I have good enough money to look after my family. At least we will have a full stomach meal. We will be able to have a peaceful life. But you need, and knowledge will give you, along with that, the eternal peace. That will be very important for you. So this is one of the reasons that you need to study. You cannot say that way. If you look at it, many students say, why should I study? I said that in that case, you will look at Mukesh Ambani and all. Ambani family, I believe not less than 10 lakh worth crore. They sit on the top of their Antilia and just take all the notes and start putting in the air. They will, all of them will die. The money will not get over. That much money they have. Still, they have educated themselves. Education is important. Knowledge is important. Once you gain the knowledge, then only you can apply in all situations, makes you a stable person. So you need education. Okay. Then apart from this, obviously there are other reasons why you need to excel well in your life. Apart from this, of course, it will give you joy of success. Someday when you get success, many students that I have seen, the joy of success is a different level. You stand in front of the crowd, you you give a speech to others, and you become successful. That aura, that thinking, that feeling, the belief is far more greater. It's far more greater. So you need to have that experience. Because you not experience, many of you are not focusing on that I must get it. When you can't achieve, or when you people told you can't achieve, and then you work hard and you achieve it, then you can always keep your head up, head high, that yes, I am doing it. All right. Many children have come across and told me, oh, I've been always told study, study, study. But I said, you've not done it. That's why you are doing it. Your result tells you, that tells you your success. You get good percentage, good marks. No parent will come and tell you, oh, why you are sitting right now on mobile, or why you are watching a TV. Because your parent knows you have done your success part. Then only you will be. You are not going to do anything. You will get lesser marks, and then you will not pay attention in your studies. Obviously, everybody will tell. No parents are enemy to their children. They all want their children to do well. They all want you to see excel well. The only small gift that you can give to your parents is the certificate of excellence. What you have done. I mean, I love to see. I have seen my mother crying because when she saw me doing my PhD, she cried. She said, I never expected you to reach to this level. I mean, that was a happiness cry. I'm sure we all understand when you're happy and you cry. I'm sure you've seen that World Cup, India, when they won. Many of the players who won also cried, and who lost also cried. But the one who has won and cried, that was a tears of happiness. And that's what you need to give it to your parents, rather than tears of sorrow. So only when you are able to do well, you will put in. See, always remember, it is very important. Don't go at the end result immediately. You first look at the effort. Have you put in your effort? Now, you can't say, sir, I have studied whole night before the exam. Whole night I did my study, and then I still got this marks. How can it be? But you not studied. It's like you don't eat for 2 weeks, and then I say, okay, one day I'm going to eat whole day and night. I'll keep eating, eating, eating to make up for those 15 days. Not possible. Like your stomach is incapable of holding so much of food, your brain is also incapable. You need to keep feeding little, 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 until the time comes where you can make use of that. Food gives energy. Education will give energy over here. That energy will help you to get. So excellence in your life is very important. Work towards excellence. A lot of parents, a lot of children have come to me. Many of you have seen experience also, sometime, that parents have come and asked me, and I have said, you can be anything in your life, but ensure that you perform, put in your best. Excellence is the key. And if that comes, you will get successful. And once you will get successful, your parents will be getting that gift of your success. In fact, I am also a parent. I we live for that. We live to see our children do well in our life. So you can give that gift to your parents as well. Yes, I happen to speak to few parents also. Oh, my child can't do this. Oh, my child can't do that. Oh, my child is emotional. Oh, my child is this. My child is that. But remember, even children have told me, oh, sir, I can't do this. I can't do that. But life is multitasking. At one point of time, probably many of the parents must be doing that multitask. Life is going to give you a lot of things. You cannot crib and cry and stay on one thing. It is multitasking. All right, that's why you are learning also multiple subjects. You don't know which subject is going to help you at which stage. Lot of things you will come across in your life where you will have to run from pillar to post to go to do this, do that, do this, do that. If you don't have knowledge, skill, you cannot do these multitasking. And if you have a knowledge and skill, it means you have used your time from the school to acquiring that knowledge through education, upgrading, updating, upgrading, updating, upgrading, updating to reach there so that you are able to do multitasking. The olden phones could never do so much. Over a time, operating systems, Android have upgraded. Now every new option, every new upgrade is helping you to do something new. So your multitasking is the need of the hour. In fact, I remember when I was in school, that was 1984. Graduation was the key. You become, when I became BCom, my father gave a party to a lot of relatives. Oh, my son is graduated. Today, graduation is equal to probably a peon. In some of the multinational companies, the peon requirement is person should be graduated. Later on, it came as that, oh, you need to not do your just BCom or something, you need to do some professional. So people started doing CA, CS, MBA. There were more stress on them. So society upgraded. Later on, it came as, oh, now current generation, which is there, one profession is not enough. You need to have one degree and one profession. And the latest is, along with that, you need to have AI knowledge as well. You need to know how to go about upgrading using AI to do shortcuts in your life. So you have to keep upgrading. And for that, lot of multitasking. The bulb around here is your ideas that will keep coming to you, and the thought processes that will coming to you that will help you to manage the other things as well. This this is talking about use of time. Use of time. Okay, this is probably energy also you can put. Sorry. Energy also you can put. This is upgrading yourself, update yourself, knowledge yourself. Lot of things are there. Use of all the things, upgrade yourself, even upgrade your knowledge with this. So everywhere you can see these people who are using, they are all carrying some or the other things in their life. There is always knowledge required. So that's your multitasking. So these are the major reasons that you need to know. Okay, then here is A to Z. This is not mine. We have Mr. Machado who has shared, is kind enough to share with me. So I really liked it that we all need to know what is this success required. All right, the A to Z of success in our life. What is that A to Z? So the first one, A stands for what, B stands for what, and C stands for what. So A says, have an aim in your life. What do you want to achieve? You must have an aim. You must believe in yourself. I have come across a lot of children who are failing to believe in themselves. You can, you should, you must believe in yourself. That's yes, I can. See, remember, everything around you has been done by some human being. Okay, the gadgets that we talk about, anything which is man-made, I'm talking about, not the nature. Nature we can't. That we spoil actually. All right. So is being done by someone. Maybe if I run with Usain Bolt 100 meters, obviously I know he's going to come first. But I at least believe in myself that I will finish 100 meters. I will run, put in my best. Probably he will finish in 9 point some seconds. I may take 14, 15 seconds, but I will finish. I have not given up. All right. Now, suppose if I want to be with him, I will run. I will ensure that I am halfway already there. Then when he starts, we probably both will finish at the same time. So if I want to go and finish things on time, I have to be ahead of time. I have to believe in myself. I can do it, and I will time myself out to be there. Compete. Compete with yourself. Don't compete. In fact, I have been telling many parents also, and even children also. Please don't compare between your children. Don't compete with your children, friends, and all. Compete within yourself. So in my last exam, I got 10 on 20. Next exam, if I could manage 12 also on 20, I have at least improved by 10% of my total marks. Next exam, I will try and see that this becomes 13, 14, 15. Don't expect, no, I don't want 10, I want 20 on 20. It's not going to happen overnight. Education is the slowest process. I'm sure the first pyramid has taught you education. By the time you finish, it should be around 24 to 25 years of your life. It's the slowest process. You can't expect. It's not a fast food center. Hey, bhai, give me one sandwich and he'll take. Yeah, yes, sir. I will cut it here and hand it over to you. Okay. So compete with yourself. So that's why I told you currently you have your report card in your hand. Look at the report card. Talk to yourself and say, give yourself a task. Okay, fine. I will improve by this much percentage and then work towards it. Don't say I will improve and then it magic will not take place. Okay, be determined. So you have determination is the key. If I'm not determined to do something, I'll never be able to achieve that. If I want to do, there's a big difference between I want to do and I have to do. I have to will always give you a failure. I want to will always give you a success. And that is your determination. Set yourself a benchmark. How can I do this? I have to improve myself. Okay. And you need to be enthusiastic in whatever you do. Problem is we show that enthusiasm while playing video games, while playing a football or a cricket or something. But when it comes to study, the enthusiasm goes to, I don't know where. Right? Like football, you want to play, you play football on a football field. Study, you are supposed to be studying on a study table, not in the bed, not lying down on a sofa long, keep a pillow behind, keep a book, it'll put you to sleep. You need to be enthusiastic. Today I have to finish. Come on, get up. I need to get up in the morning. I am going to finish this. So you need to be enthusiastic about it. Find yourself, all right, yours own. You must have a list of your own strengths and weaknesses. You should know. So in your case, in your exam point of view, your strength can be, of course, about your studies, but also your subjects. Which are your weakest subjects? Which are your strongest subjects? Which are your subjects that you can pay attention to? Which are the subjects that can trouble you, so you start working in everything. And of course we all believe in Almighty in different ways according to our religions. Believe in them, but don't just believe in that God is there. I don't study also, paper will come A for apple and B for bat and I'll get 20 on 20, 80 on 80. Not possible. God will help all those who help themselves. So keep a God in your mind that God, I have put in my best. Now, don't say that my best is 10 minutes in a day. That's not going to be helping. Then God will give you accordingly. What you put in, same thing you get out. All right. So in your juicer, you will put one piece of orange, you will get that much only juice. Don't expect the whole glass coming out. That much of oranges needs to be put up. Hard work, of course, is the key to success. Along with hard work, you need to also do some of the smart work as well. But in all cases, hard work is the key. Hard does not mean that, oh, before exam, 4 days, whole day and night, I'll sacrifice all my sleep and everything and I'll study. Not going to help you. Okay, you have to have hard work with consistency as well. So, says cultivate worthwhile interest. Somehow, I don't know, some Instagram reels, WhatsApp chat, Facebook or whatever other social media. I'm not against these social medias as long as you know how to use them well. But you need to have your own interest in certain things. Like somebody can be good in cooking or playing music. Even if I would rather say that you play 1 hour football rather than doing a 1 hour smartphone useless time. Just going through some stupid, you can say, reels. It's not. Your interest should be about something to do with life. We all want to be some of our filmy heroes are our idol superstar like Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, all right, Akshay Kumar, and so many. Of course, I don't want to take everybody's name, but yeah. And you see that suddenly you will see our hero can play a guitar and can dance and can do so many things. All right. We all want to be like that, but we don't want to be working like that. So work there, work out. Okay, interest you should work on. Yes, be just and fair in all your dealings. Now I'll tell you one of the thing that I've seen. Number of parents have told me, sir, my son is saying, my daughter is saying 10 minutes, sir, 10 minutes on video, 10 minutes on WhatsApp, 10 minutes on something, and I'll give you. And then 10 minutes goes into 1 hour. So if you said 10 minutes, your parent has given you 10 minutes, or you've got spoken, be fair. It's okay, 10 minutes, the world is not going to end. My generation has seen from no mobile to current generation mobile. And things are going to be there. What was there on the first mobile is still there. What is there in this mobile 10, 20 years down the line will there plus something new. They are not going to get over. These social medias will not get over. But the next 10 years of your life you wasted. You have no choice then in your life. Then struggle. So you struggle for 10 years now, 8 years now, 2 years now to go ahead. Later on, you'll have a better life. Okay. Remember, quality, of course, starts with Q, but K also is one of the counted one. Counts in whatever you do. That's what I was saying. Excellence is nothing but quality in your work, quality in your projects, quality in the notebook writing, quality in making your notes. You do it from now, later on during the exam, it will be helpful to you. I've seen number of students, sir, I have only one book. English is also here, Hindi is also here, history is also here, geography is also here, maths is also here, all science is also here. But when it comes to exam, then I keep turning page. Where is this? Where is that? Where is this? You make a quality, make your book properly, write your notes, what teacher are telling you to copy, copy it down. Anyway, you are copying in a rough place, might as well copy in a right place. Ensure that when you are studying for a particular subject, here is a book. I'll be able to do things well. It helps. Learn from your mistakes and do not repeat them. That's very important. All right. You learn from your mistake. Yes, I made a mistake. I should have done this. But now, next time in the exam, you should not forget that you made that mistake and you should not repeat them. Now, also remember, these mistakes goes through all the tests. So all the tests happening in the school, in the class, wherever you go. All right. Whenever a paper comes to you, look at your mistakes. Okay, these are my mistakes. And see that in the next exam, before the final countdown, again go through those mistakes. So I had made this mistake. I will have to remember this and I'll not make this mistake. Okay. So it will help you to improve. Motivate yourself to give your best. You have to talk to yourself. I don't know how many of you talk to yourself. You have to motivate yourself. You have to ensure that yes, you can do it. Yeah, I'm not a fool. I'm not anybody. I will do it. It's okay if I am little late, but I'm still not going to give up. Right. So somebody is getting better marks, better percentage, better this, better this. Oh, he's got this. Oh, she's got this. Oh, this. You don't talk about this. You have no right for that. All right. God has given everybody everything same. You stand in the open area, the sunlight will come same on you as same as your all the people in the world. Okay. So don't say that, oh, they've got more, I've got less, nothing like that. Everybody You should be happy that you got better than many people in the country. Look at people who are not better off than you. Then you will realize you're far more better off than looking at, people who are above you. That way, if we all look at Ambani's, we are nobody. But then we are still somebody, right? So don't condemn on all these things. Be open to ideas, opinions, views. If your teachers have told you do this, do that, you should be open. Don't be rigid with things. Oh, I only do this way. Oh, I only do that way. Like one of the things that I have come across uh, uh, with uh, with a with a maths teacher that I have come across, that children don't want to write or do practice. Teachers are telling you maths you cannot do by watching. You can watch only when there is a problem. Watch, get your problem solved. Now again come back to writing. You have to do writing, but we are still doing as if we are watching on a video. One of the reason this workshop is online is because of that. Because I have seen that children are more, screen savvy. So I said, let me show it on the screen. So maths, physics, these things cannot be just read. You can't read maths. You want to read, yeah, once you can have a look at it, but then you have to do, right? So when somebody is telling you, don't put in your thought, put in the experienced people's ideas. Okay, so the experienced people will tell you how to go about it. Perseverance, you have to have patience with you. We want everything like a fast food. We want everything like 5G. When there was 2G, people were crying about somehow 3G. 3G came, people now say, no, 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 we want even fast 4G. 4G now we don't have patience. We all want everything fast, fast, fast. I click and I should get it. Life may education will not come like that. There's no teacher has got a magic stick which says like this and the education comes. You have to have perseverance at all the times. Remember, says quitters never win and winners never quit. Oh, I can't do this. I give up. Then you will never win. All right, you stand. 8 athletes are running. You stand outside and say, oh, I wish I would have run and I would have won. You would have been a part of it, even if you come last. I always appreciate even a child who has come last. Not because he's come last, but because he's got the daring to participate. If you will participate, there will be time you will win. In fact, most of you, if you're paying attention to most of the cricket matches, after the match is over, in their interview with the captains, they ask the losing captain what went wrong, and they say, yes, sir, we made this mistake, and I feel that we need to improve, and here what we need to do. Probably we'll go back, we will put our think tank back, and we will work out a plan, and we'll bounce back in the next game. And sometime it has happened. In the next game, they come up really hard. You look at World Cup 50 overs. First match, India beat Australia, but the final they beat us. They came prepared. So if you're not going to do that, you will quit from your work. So one of the things that I've seen in quitters, number of students before the exam, few days, maybe 1 day, 2 day, they call the friend, hey, yes, tell me what's the portion. And then you realize, oh God, so much of portion for so much less time. Tell me which are the important chapters. So you quit some chapters, all right, and you study the selective studies, and then you will never be a winner then. And then we'll end up saying, oh, I at least passed. That's not possible. Okay, you need to work hard from beginning. Of course, have a high sense of responsibility. I believe when it comes to ego issues and when it comes to being counted as an adult and big and all, we all think that, but we don't want to take the responsibility. You need to be responsible. Take a responsibility of what is happening around you because of you. Be responsible about. In fact, I have spoken to many of the children, and I have come across none of you have to go for any of the marketing, buying stuff. None of you have to do cooking, none of you have to do sweeping, swabbing, cleaning, nothing you have to do. You are just responsible to go to school on time, attend the classes, go to wherever the classes, attend your classes, and come back and do some studies. You've not got responsibility. Responsibility is far more different, right? So, whatever is your basic responsibility, follow them. Okay. Then, of course, your studies must receive the topmost priority. That's what I was just telling. There is nothing bigger than your education right now. This is what you are supposed to follow. I am not understanding while studying. In fact, many of the students which will come in our how to study may, most of the students I have heard, I have spoken to, I have also spoken to parents. Your mobile is next to you. As soon as the ting noise comes, all right, because we put a ringtone or whatever the tone along with the message receive, my head goes here. Like I'm taking a workshop and I say, okay, now wait, I have got a WhatsApp to reply. You will say, what nonsense? Pitroda sir has called us on the Sunday morning and he is into WhatsApp. Same thing is your studies. If you're going to keep quitting, going to all kind of social media, all look here, look there. Studies, when you're studying, you're studying. That's it. So give that as a topmost priority. Then you need to have learning. There will be a special workshop on this time management as well, which will come towards the end because that time your management is more required. And remember, whenever there's a less time, no time also runs faster. Somehow I have noted that. All right, it's a psychological thing. But if I have only one day left for my exam to come, that one day go will very fast because I've got a lot to study. Right? So use it, manage it well. I'll give you one or two tips here only how to go about doing that. All right, it says you have to make your final decision to do or not to do well. We all want to do well, but we don't want to do anything to do well. That's not going to be helping you. You made a decision, I want to do well. Then you also have to make a further decision how to do it well. That's why we have a workshop. Why are we studying right now? We are doing. Probably next time we'll learn how do we go about studying, and then what do we are going to study, and then how do we going to do the study. That's why we have divided this into various segments. Hold on to your values. They are very important. Remember, guys, most corrupt politicians also expect their secretaries to be loyal to them. Values will never die, no matter how great person you become. I have always given you that example. All right. If your beloved is in hospital and I give you a name of a doctor, excellent doctor, best doctor in the world. The only thing is that guy is a little cheat. He can remove one of the kidney out of it. Then you will say, no, I don't want it. The moment values are gone, we don't want to accept that. So hold on to your values, the good values that we talk about. Many of us have learned a lot of good values from our religious books. All right. We need to hold on to them. So one of the values that I have noted that when I did not study, I will immediately look left, I look right, I look in front, I'll ask somebody, but I have not worked hard. I remember catching a child with such a big A4 size paper, chit, which is the tiniest possible word characters that I have seen so far. All right, written the whole chit, both sides. I said the amount of time this child is wasted in making this, that much time the child would have studied, would have anyway got through. So you are doing something wrong in order to get what you want. That's not right. So hold on to your values. Carefully weigh all your options before you make decision. So, number of time, a lot of children have taken decisions on whether to participate or not to participate in a competition, whether to study or not to study. whether to do a particular task or not to do a task. Then you need to see whether weigh your options, means whether I'm going to waste my time. Is it really important? What is right now more important? What is right now is initial. You need to sit down, give yourself 5 minutes thought. When you are not able to do it, ask your parents. The best person in the world who can give you the most useful and most you can say desirable advice is your parent and your teachers. Then everybody else comes. So ask them, whoever is closer to you, ask them for your options, that I'm not able to understand. I have this. So what is your opinion about it? And then think over it and then go ahead with that. It's very important. And of course, if you really want to follow these rules, you'll have to follow this rule to get the success. All right. So these are the A to Z of your life that is going to help you to probably building on your career and success. Now, remember your choice, career in your choice is dependent upon various things. First and the most important thing is your career is not by chance. It's not a matter of chance. It's not your chance. You're not tossing a coin. It is a matter of choice. I want to do this. I have decided I want to do this. You made a choice. You not landed up. It's not a throwing a dice. Oh, sir, this number has come. No, you've chosen this. So when you choose it, it's very important that you work towards it. All right. Especially with reference to India, the choice of career is highly linked to two biggest milestone of your life, the 10th standard and the 12th standard exam. And you are at the first, coming towards the first. 9th standard is coming towards the first, 10th standard is already reached there. So now this is one of the milestone. The milestone will help you to choose your various streams, and it is definitely a passport to your success and an entry visa to four things in your life. And what are these four things? All right. First thing, your performance will decide what stream you're going to take. Arts, science, commerce, what? What are you going to pick up? Okay. The second thing you're going to pick up is which college. So we all are looking towards a big name. I've already given you some of the South Mumbai's colleges. All right, not that others are not big colleges. They are all equally good colleges. That is what we have made it. But it does help. Remember this. Right now in your class, you will have children who can score anywhere, assuming everybody will pass, then anywhere from 30% to probably even 98, 99%, because 100% nobody will get. The moment you will go to college, and if I say I'm going to a college like HR, and if I say HR is 93 cutoff, then I have got people from 93 to 99%. So now this is a different level of students. Here you will find students with uh, lesser academic excellence and more other excellence. I have never in United is one of the academy which embraces on also children with the exceptional abilities, footballers, cricketers, debates and all. We believe that everybody can't be excellent in their academics. They can be excellent in something else. Okay, so excellence is the key. So they may be not that excellent with the academics. But if you say, no, sir, I'm not academics excellence, neither I'm good with anything, then you have to work towards something. You have to talk to someone, you have to talk to your teachers and parents and look at where you can improve. But the moment you leave your school and you go to college, you go into a higher category bunch. The category will have people who are similar in your academics excellence, plus there will be students with the academics plus excellence. The moment you will leave this and you will go to a profession, You will get again everybody equal with the same level of intelligence. Probably you will find some people who are better even than you. And the moment you will go into a work area, you will not only get people who are equal to you, but you will get lot of people who are greater because they've got more experience than you, along with the academics. So there'll be a greater competition here as well, right? So your choice of college is going to decide what level of people you are going to be with. Okay, that's why people look forward to go to a particular college, because they find that, oh, this college student, most of them, they do reach to a particular level in their life. And then, of course, as you say, in multitasking, one of the very important word that you need to know is networking. Networking of your social life, social and professional. What is professional and network? People around you in your area, they will know you, they recognize you, then it becomes even better and faster. That's why you go to a particular college, a particular school, a particular, university. I'm sure most of you will agree to this, that when you were first time going to school, parents will definitely remember that day that you're holding your parents' finger and you're going to school. Your parents could have taken you to BMC school as well. You wouldn't know. Your parents have put in their best to give you a best possible that they can do in their limit. They've given you. Now your job is to give your best, because this will lead to you where. So if I've got 60%, I'll go to another college which is probably going to have people from 60 to 70%. If I've got 93, 94, 95%, I'll go to this college. Then the aspiration, thought process of people from both the sides are going to be different. So you need to be very careful. Okay, then the third thing that we'll come across is the choice of your business, your company, or organization that you'll be joining towards. Everything begins, it's not overnight. You can't get up in the middle of the night and say, oh, I'm going to become a money type billionaire. I'm sure if you study, if you read through Ambani's history, Mr. Ambani, the Dhirubhai Ambani, was from a village of a 4,000 population, which had no electricity even. There was no water tap. They had to go and collect water from well. From there to reach to one of the biggest empire, obviously is not going to be overnight. Plus, it definitely is a hard work. So everything works on the choice. How did you do that? Okay, so that's your third thing. And the fourth and the very important is your ultimate, the top of the pyramid, if you want to reach your career. So these are the things will help you understanding where you are going to reach. Now, one of the tip that I want to give you today, all right, which I expect all the parents and everyone to start focusing and looking at, is try to make, see, sometimes, you don't realize things because you not come across it very easily. But if things keeps coming in easily, like every time at WhatsApp, every time a message comes, it immediately gives you a buzz, ting. Immediately, oh, I have to see. Oh, I have to see. Oh, I have to see. Similarly, if you make your plan, now one of the thing is prepare to-do list. Like I have come across many children, in 99% cases, I cannot even 95 to 90 percent I can put. Most of the children, they make their project just a day before the submission. And then we will sit whole night. We will ensure mummy, daddy, brother, sister, all are awake. You do this, you do this, you do this. But we've not written that, yeah, I have a to-do list. This is what I am supposed to do. These are the deadlines. So if I have a time, I must do. So there are times that there is a lot of work, but because it was not there, in front of me. I did not pay attention. And then suddenly I realized, sorry, suddenly I realized that, oh, I have come across this and now I have to finish this work. So whole day, night, I'm going to keep everybody awake, all right, to ensure that the work is done on time. And then they say, see, sir, I submitted on time. But no, you've not done it well because you've not used your time. You've not done any research. You just went to Google probably, put the topic, got few sites, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, take a printout, make everybody stick this, that, do. We've not shown excellence in my work at all. So if you have a to-do list, in fact, I can show you here. Here, if you can see here, these are being cut off. To-do list. For today's workshop, I've been working. To-do list. All right, before I start, I've written a to-do list. There is a list for everything. So if you have your to-do list, and it should be placed in a place where probably you are going kind of a frequently, or at least twice in a day. And the list will know, probably at your door. You know, the door that you close. The moment you go to the door, you can see the list is there. And the moment you will keep seeing, oh yeah, it's coming. Oh yeah, it's coming. For example, I'll not name the school, but one of the school is going to have first term exam on 19th of August. I don't know whether you know it or not, but I know it because I have my to-do list ready. So I am aware of it now. For that exam, what is a to-do list? How do I go about going to talk to the teachers, to the students, to the parents, to do? What should I talk about? What should I do it? So like that, you should have a to-do list. Once you make a list, don't make it a day, week wise or something. Probably a list with you can have a marker or something that the moment the work is done, you can erase it or at least cancel it. That, yeah, this work is done. Now what is remaining, you still have on your list. And probably after that, you pick up your there is nothing there on the list. Not that there is a work and you have not written. All right. And your to-do list, you can't write going to mobiles and going to all the social media. So to-do list will help you. Homework, definitely your project works, your upcoming test portions, study time, all that thing needs to be written. That then only you will be able to probably achieve what you are looking at. This is what generally 10th standard would get at some stage. But suppose, assuming that I've seen now 19th August is one of the school's exam. So now from today onwards, today is 14th. So I'll not count today, but I'll start from 15. So I will start from 15 onwards till 31st July are 16 days. Then 19th August is 19 more days. So I'll not count 19, that's a day. So I'll count up to 18. So 18 and this 16 days, 15 or 16 days. So if I add it, I've got around 33, 34 days left. So I'll make a list. I'll make a table of 33 less left. All right. And every day I'll go and I will keep canceling one day. So if I say my 33 days was here, every day is over, I cross, I cross, I cross. Oh, only 30 days left. I cross, I cross. So every time I come closer, I'll realize how many days. Subconsciously, it will keep on ticking you that this many days I still have a lot of work. I still have to do this. I still have to do that. My task list is showing. Even if you're doing nothing, nobody is telling you, still psychologically it is coming to you and you will be automatically be alert about it. Oh, I need to do things little better and faster. So now the school who has or which has these exam, you already have 33 days. So assuming every subject, if you say that I have got even 8 chapters per day, and I have got total 10 subjects like language, literature, physics, chemistry, biology, and all, I have got 80 chapters to study in 33 days. So I already know that I am running behind the schedule. So how can I make on a holidays, on a Sunday, to make sure that I may come across one chapter a day? Because all these days you will have school, you will have your class, you will have your other tests coming up. So many things are there. Plus you have your term exam. So on your to-do list, test or exam with the date is mentioned. All right. And next you have a list where you say, oh God, there are only so many days left for the exam. So automatically my preparation will start mentally at least. But if you're not going to make anything, suddenly you will realize it's 15th of August and your principal is telling you now next week we are starting with the exam, and so yeah, exam. Oh God, I don't have time now and so much of syllabus. Then we go into selective studies. So prepare these two things at least as on day. Parents, help your children prepare something where it can be stuck, it can be made. If you feel that your child is not doing, at least write, you know it, you write it, let the child see. All right, automatically things will come into its place. Along with that, you should also keep your the previous test or a term report, so you know which subject you've not done well, which subject you've done well. As I said, introspect, talk to yourself, then you can motivate. You still have time, work little more towards it. Like today is Sunday, probably another 10-15 minutes I'm done. Then you still have half day, you can still start with something, you can still start with something so that you can make up for it, right? You can make up for it. So at some stage you need to prepare yourself. So I am sure if you really want to excel yourself well, you have no choice. Gain a greater knowledge. For that, you need to educate yourself. For that, you need to first start doing some study, all right, towards getting through your next level exam. All right. So this is what we are. So all success, you cannot jump from here to straight here. You have to go step by step. Otherwise, you will never achieve to your career goal. I hope this was helpful to you. As I said, upcoming workshop next Sunday at 11 a.m. We are going to have a workshop. This is going to be at United Academy. Okay, this is going to be a physical workshop. All right, all those who are planning for anywhere going, you need to come and just listen to the teacher. He will explain you what are the things you are going to come across, what is this foundation course means, what you need to do is, it will be around 1 to 1.5 hour workshop. All right, next Sunday 11 a.m. If you are coming, all right, please ensure that you register yourself. I'm going to send a registration link very shortly on our group. You need to register so we know how many people are coming, right? So that, then of course in the month of August, it's on 21st. So I may prepone this maybe by a week because the exams are coming up for one of the school. So I may prepone by a week, not more than that, or I may postpone by a week, but I will definitely ensure that I'll take, I'm already prepared with it, what to study. So each subject is going to do what, how are you going to study, etc., etc. And then after that, how do we go about studying? There are different styles of studying that you have. One of the very simple thing that I just now told you is, don't study in your bedroom. Please don't study in the bedroom, neither on a sofa, lying, all right, with a nice cushion, 2, 3 cushions behind. Take a nice blanket because it's raining, it's quite cool. Blanket, cozy, and then start reading. 5 minutes, you will fall off to sleep. You must sit in a particular place where there should be ample of light. You need to be sitting in a probably a status situation, a table with all your books and everything next to you. And try to see that the book that you study only is closer to you, everything is not seen. Otherwise, while studying, if you look at, you are studying geography and you look up and you found looked at another book which is of probably Hindi or probably physics or chemistry, and your mind goes from geography to that subject. So you study, only study material you should take, sit. It should be a quiet environment. It should be probably alone. Parents are requested, if your child is studying, switch off your doorbell. Switch off all your mobiles, probably take the mobile. Students should not keep mobile when they are studying. The mobile should be switched off and handed over to the parent until you finish your studies. Remember that. Don't say that, sir, I will just keep next to me. I just want to watch some video. Nothing doing. First, learn to follow your books. Textbook comes first, followed by what is being done in the class, followed by in the notes. Later on, after doing all that, you may want to watch something, it's understood. But otherwise, these things. And don't say, I studied. Now give me my mobile. You really want to know you studied? Go to your teacher, ask them 5 questions, they'll answer you. If you're able to answer all 5 on 5, then only you've studied. Otherwise, you've not. Don't try to say, I studied, now give me my mobile. That's an excuse. And then later on, of course, all these careers and everything that we talk about. Okay, and the last that we are going to learn in future is your time and stress management. How do you manage your exam stress? Of course, if you follow what I've stated just now, your 99% stress is managed. Okay, your 99% stress is managed, right? Yeah. So as far as I am concerned, I am done with. Now I'm going to keep the forum open for somebody to answer question. So your job is to raise your hand. Okay, you need to raise your hand, and I will open your channel. You can question me. Okay. Anybody has any question, please raise your hand. Those who are in the Zoom meeting. Nobody has a question. Yes, Rudransh, one moment. Yes, Rudransh. One moment, I'll unmute you. Yes,
Is this cutoff based on top 5 subjects or all subjects to get admission?
top 5 subjects. Only top 5 subjects. Anybody else? Nobody has a question. All right, then we'll call off this. Please ensure that in the next round also you are present. Otherwise, your link will not come. All right. So next time when I'm going to come, I will give you well in advance your notice. Ensure that you are there. I will try my best to have probably a physical, but if I can't, I will still come online so that others can also take advantage of this. Thank you very much. God bless to all. I'm still open. I'll be the last person to leave in case you have a question. You can wait, otherwise, you are free to leave. Thank you very much.